Let me talk through 56 here really quickly. Is a lot like 55. It says that they sell about 70 cameras per month at a price of $320. So when you're looking for your revenue function, R of X is equal to, and remember, you're going to have two things. You have your original price, which is $320, and then you have your original number of items sold. So this is what they say the average revenue would be, $320 times 70. But what they're saying is that this is dynamic. It's not just a static measurement. And what it says is if you take the price of $320 and you decrease it by $20. So for every $20 decrease, so every minus 20x, what's going to happen to the number of items that are sold? It goes up by 5. So for every X number of cameras sold, or for every X number of increments of $20 you decrease, the number of cameras goes up by 5 times that number. So this becomes your function, and then you just solve this function. It asks you how can you maximize the monthly revenue. Right? And so for this, if you enter this into your Y editor, and now actually let me talk through how to do this problem without putting it in the Y editor. And you can also solve these problems by finding the vertex, right? Because the vertex is the number of increments, the X coordinate for the vertex, and the maximum is the Y coordinate of that. And so what we could do just from our home screen is we could go ahead and expand this. So if you choose F2 and select expand and type this function in exactly as it appears. All right, so here I'm expanding this. Oops, I need to put grouping symbols around the entire quantity. All right, so 320 minus 20x times 70 plus 5x, hit enter. It's going to write it in standard form. So expand means to put it in standard form. Okay, so if I type in this whole function inside the expand command, what it's going to do is it gives me my function negative 100x squared plus 200x plus 22,400. Okay, so here is my function. And so what I can do to find the x and y value of my vertex, I can use, again, the x value of the vertex is negative b over 2a. So here's my b value. So negative 200 over 2 times, here's my a value, negative 100. Okay. And so when I do this, it winds up being a nice easy calculation, right? 200 divided by 200 is 1. So what it's saying is you only need one $20 decrease, one increment of decreasing by $20. Okay? And that's going to maximize your profit or the revenue. That maximum revenue is going to be whatever this function is when you plug in a 1 for x. Okay? So again, I have my function written right here. So if I just take this function right here, I enter that and use my with key and say x is equal to 1. It's going to give me the corresponding y value when I plug in a 1 for my x. So I get 22,500. Okay, so depending what they ask you, this is your maximum revenue. This is the number of increments . So this is the number of $20 reductions. So just one $20 reduction. And so if it asks you what is the optimal price, the optimal price was $320 minus one $20 increment. So $300. If you charge $300, you can expect to maximize your revenue.